Close your eyes and imagine you are walking along a familiar path. You have been here before, many times. The ground remembers your footsteps. This place is the South Node. It is not a mistake. It is the land where you learn to survive. Here live the old roles you once mastered, the reactions that kept you safe, the identities that formed when love, safety, or belonging felt uncertain. You pause here not to relive the past, but to honor it. You acknowledge the version of you who learned how to navigate the world with the tools available at the time. As you begin walking forward, something shifts. You are no longer moving out of fear. You are moving with awareness. Your journey begins in the first house, Aries. You remember a time when you had to be strong, when instinct ruled because softness did not feel safe, when reacting quickly was a form of protection. Here, the lower expression of Aries learned to survive through impulsivity, defensiveness, reactivity, and force. Urgency replaced patience, anger moved faster than vulnerability, action felt safer than peace. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that constant readiness. You do not need to act on it, only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind this urgency to loosen. You are not releasing courage, you are releasing the tension attached to it. As this energy clears in the present moment, the urgency dissolves. What remains is courage without aggression, confidence without defensiveness, initiation rooted in self-trust rather than fear. You realize that identity does not need to be proven, it simply exists. You walk on. You enter the second house, Taurus. You remember learning how to hold on to people, to resources, to certainty. Here, the lower expression of Taurus. Learn to seek safety through attachment, resistance to change, possessiveness, and fear of loss. Comfort became something to guard. Stability became something to cling to. This energy was not wrong. It was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that holding. You do not need to release it all at once. Only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind the gripping to soften. You are not releasing stability, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, the body exhales. You feel the ground beneath you. What remains is grounded presence, patience, self-worth, reliability, and embodied security. Value no longer needs protection, it simply exists. You continue. The third house, Gemini, opens like a room full of voices. You remember a time when the mind stayed busy. Thoughts raced, searching for answers. Conversations replayed, trying to make sense of inconsistency. Here, the lower expression of Gemini learned to survive through overthinking, mental restlessness, doubt, and constant analysis. Information became protection. Questions replaced trust. This energy was not wrong, it was adaptive. As you rest here now, notice what remains of the mental overthinking. You did not need to follow the thoughts, only notice the energy behind them. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind this constant scanning to loosen. You are not releasing intelligence. You are releasing the urgency attached to it. As this energy clears in the present moment, the noise quiet. What remains is curiosity, clarity, adaptability, honest communication, and mental flexibility. You realize that not every thought requires your attention. Presence becomes possible. You move deeper. You enter the 4th house, Cancer. You remember a time when emotions had to be managed carefully, when love felt unpredictable, when safety depended on reading the room. Here, the lower expression of Cancer learned to protect through emotional guarding, overgiving, withdraw, and hypersensitivity. Care became a way to earn safety. Distance became a way to avoid hurt. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that guarding around the heart. You do not need to reopen the past, only notice the energy behind the protection. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind the emotional to soften. You are not releasing care, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is emotional safety, nurturing, presence, intuition, compassion, and healthy attachment. Home becomes an inner state you carry your heart gently instead of protectively. You walk forward. You enter the 5th house, Leo. You remember a time when joy felt risky, when being seen came with expectations, when expression depended on approval. Here, the lower expression of Leo learned to protect through performance, validation, seeking, pride, and hiding the self. Visibility felt conditional, love felt tied to applause or silence. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that tension around being seen. You do not need to perform or withdraw, only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind self-consciousness to soften. You are not releasing creativity, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is authentic joy, creative confidence, warmth, playfulness, and heart-led expression. Your light no longer needs permission. It was never a problem. You continue. You enter the 6th house of Virgo. You remember a time when love felt conditionally on usefulness, when effort became proof of worth, when doing more felt safer than resting. Here, the lower expression of Virgo learned to survive through perfectionism, self-criticism, overfunctioning, and control. Fixing replaced feeling. Productivity became identity. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that pressure to improve or manage. You do not need to correct anything, only notice the energy behind the habit. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind over effort to soften. You are not releasing devotion, you are releasing strain. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is discernment, devotion, grounded service, and care rooted in balance. The body relaxes. You move on. You enter the 7th house of Libra. You remember a time when harmony felt more important than truth, when keeping the peace meant silencing your needs, when connection required self-sacrifice. Here, the lower expression of Libra learned to survive through people-pleasing, indecision, over-adapting, and self-abandonment. Balance was maintained by disappearing. This energy was not wrong. It was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that pull to accommodate. You do not need to agree or disagree, only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind self-sacrifice to soften. You are not releasing connection, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is mutual respect, fairness, harmony, attuned relating, and honest partnership. Truth no longer threatens love. You stay present without losing yourself. You continue. You enter the 8th house, Scorpio. You remember a time when closeness felt dangerous, when trust came with the risk of loss, when vulnerability exposed you to betrayal or power struggles. Here, the lower expression of Scorpio learned to survive through control, hypervigilance, emotional armor, and fear of surrender. Guarding felt safer than opening. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that guarding in your body. You do not need to visit the wound, only notice the energy behind the defensiveness. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind vigilance to soften. You are not releasing strength, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is emotional depth, resilience, intimacy, trust, and transformational power. You realize that true strength does not come from guarding, it comes from knowing you can survive what is revealed. You move deeper. You enter the 9th house, Sagittarius. You remember a time when answers felt safer than questions, when certainty brought relief, when beliefs created structure. Here, the lower expression of Sagittarius learned to survive through rigidity, dogma, escapism, and avoiding uncomfortable truths. Freedom was sought by outrunning what felt heavy. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that need to know or escape. You do not need to resolve anything, only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind certainty to soften. You are not releasing wisdom, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is open-mindedness, curiosity, lived wisdom, faith, and expansive vision. Truth becomes something you experience, not defend. Your perspective widens, you continue. You enter the 10th house, Capricorn. You remember a time when responsibility felt heavy, when success required endurance, when worth was measured by achievement. Here, the lower expression of Capricorn learned to survive through responsibility, emotional restraint, pressure, and self-control. Carrying more became normal. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that weight. You do not need to set anything down, only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind striving to soften. You are not releasing purpose, you are releasing strain. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is integrity, discipline, grounded leadership, inner authority, and aligned ambition. Success no longer costs your well-being. You stand tall without carrying more than is yours. You move on. You enter the 11th house, Aquarius. You remember a time when belonging felt complicated, when distance felt safer than closeness, when independence protected you. Here, the lower expression of Aquarius learned to survive through detachment, emotional distancing, intellectualizing feelings, and excessive independence. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of the distance. You do not need to move closer or pull away, only notice the energy behind it. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind isolation to soften. You are not releasing uniqueness, you are releasing fear. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is authentic belonging, visionary thinking, care, emotional openness, and conscious community. You realize you can be yourself and belong at the same time. You continue. You enter the 12th house, Pisces. You remember a time when the world felt overwhelming, when boundaries blurred, when escaping felt safer than staying. Here, the lower expression of Pisces learned to survive through avoidance, emotional overwhelm, confusion, disassociation, and self-sacrifice. This energy was not wrong, it was protective. As you rest here now, notice what remains of that dissolving. You do not need to disappear, only notice the energy behind the fog. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, allow the charge behind overwhelm to soften. You are not releasing compassion, you are releasing confusion. As this energy clears in the present moment, what remains is spiritual attunement, empathy with boundaries, intuitive wisdom, imagination, and gentle presence. Everything softens without losing shape. From here, you feel the quiet pull of the North Node. It is not a demand, it's an invitation. You see now that the path forward is not reached by striving, it is reached by healing what once kept you looping. Each wound you integrate freed energy. Each pattern you softened created space. You are not becoming someone new, you are remembering who you were beneath survival. Take a slow breath in and let it out gently. When you are ready, return to the room, carrying this knowing with you. Your path is unfolding naturally. You are already walking it.